Did you know that clam meat tops the list of food sources that are high in vitamin B12? It comes in at the second place. The recommended daily intake is only 2.4 micromilligram for normal adults. A 100-gram serving of clam meat contains 99 micromilligram of vitamin B12. For this recipe, I took about 0.83 pounds or 375 grams of cooked clam meat. This is cooked clam meat which was frozen as I got this 2 days back. So yes, you can freeze cooked clam meat but consume it within a couple of days. How to clean clam meat? This clam meat recipe is using pre-cooked clam meat, but naturally they are available within a shell, and we usually put the live clams into the hot water, and when they are opened up, we take out the clam meat, which looks something like this. This black gunk can be unappetizing to some people and can cause stomach pain on consuming this along with cooked clam meat. When preparing for family or friends, I usually remove them as we don't want to risk any illness due to improper handling of how to cook clam meat. What does clam meat look like? Now, there are thousands of different species of clam around the world, so they can widely vary in shape and size. So it really depends on what type of clam meat that you get your hands into. And they are quite flavorful and they have a salty and slightly fishy taste. After the black gunk is removed individually, rinse it in water to remove any remaining black gunk or until the water is clean. Now let's get started with how to cook clam meat or how to prepare clam meat. This recipe is using South Indian style, very specifically from the state of Kerala. In Kerala, we call this as Kakka IRACHI THORAN, Kakka fry, Kakka roast, Kakka ulartiyadu, Nadan Kakka IRACHI curry, where in Malayalam we call clams as Kakka. Take equal amounts of crushed ginger and garlic. Cook them until the raw smell is gone. Add in 1 large onion which is finely chopped and cook them until it is soft. I really like the clam meat recipe to be spicy, so I add in 5 small green chilies. If you want to reduce the spice level, reduce the chilies you use for this recipe. Add in the curry leaves and cook them until it's roasted. Now it's time to add in all our masalas. Turmeric, red chili, Kashmiri chili, coriander powder and meat masala, and we're going to cook the masalas until the raw smell is gone. One of the few questions when it comes to consuming shellfish like clam is clam meat safe during pregnancy? Now, shellfish like clams and other shellfish varieties are safe to eat in pregnancy, but only if it has been thoroughly cooked. It should not be eaten raw because of the risk of food poisoning, so it's better to prepare them at home to avoid the risk of undercooked clam meat. Once all the masala and the powder is roasted, we add in our completely cleaned clam meat into this mixture. Because clam meat is already salty, I'm just adding 1 tablespoon of salt here. Question for you, have you ever cooked clams before? What do you pair your clam meat with? Like, type in the comments and let me know. Or was this your first time watching clam meat being cooked? Once the clam meat is thoroughly mixed, cook this for about 10 minutes by keeping a lid over it. I hope you're getting some value from this video. If yes, hit that like, subscribe button and the bell icon so that you don't miss the weekly uploads from me. Now we are down to the last step in preparing this clam meat recipe. In the same pan, make a space, add in some coconut oil and fry some fennel, black pepper and garam masala. Cook for a minute and add in some thinly sliced coconut shavings. This coconut shavings is gonna add the textural element to the dish to make it complete. We're almost down to the last part of the video where I'm going to talk about, is clam meat healthy and is clam good for you? Stay tuned. Once the coconut shavings are roasted along with the fennel, pepper and garam masala, we add it to the clam roast. This extra step is what elevates the dish from a normal clam meat recipe. We then roast this masala for a couple of minutes on the stove top and allow the flavors to develop. The longer it's on stovetop, the more tastier the clam meat gets. At this point, you can taste for salt and make any adjustments if required, and then garnish it with coriander or cilantro. Is clam meat healthy and is clam good for you? Clams are one of the best dietary sources of vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is an essential nutrient that your body can't make on its own, so we need to get it from our diet or supplements. It plays a vital role in forming and maintaining the DNA, producing red blood cells, and protein synthesis. A 170-gram serving of clams provide 337 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acid. Research suggests that a higher intake of omega-3 may help to lower inflammation levels. For a 100-gram serving, it contains 13 milligrams of vitamin C, which is quite rare to find a non-plant source of vitamin C. I hope you liked this video on how to cook clam meat, which is meaty and mouth-watering. If this was worth a watch, do check out the other Kerala-style recipes or maybe some dessert.